Jannes and his companion, Jambres, are traditionally understood to be the magicians referenced in Exodus chapter 7 verses 10 to 12. In this account, Moses and Aaron approach Pharaoh to demand the release of the Israelites. To demonstrate Jehovah's power, Aaron throws down his staff, and it turns into a serpent. Pharaoh's magicians, using their magic arts, replicate the miracle by turning their own staffs into serpents. However, Aaron's staff swallows theirs, signifying the superiority of Jehovah's power. Although Exodus does not name these magicians, Jewish oral tradition preserved their names, which Paul later used in his letter to Timothy. According to this tradition, Jannes and Jambres were not only magicians but also advisors to Pharaoh who tried to discredit Moses and Aaron, mocking their authority and performing counterfeit miracles. What do Jehovah's Witnesses teach about Jannes? Jehovah's Witnesses, through their literature and teachings, emphasize the role of Jannes and Jambres in demonstrating the futility of opposing Jehovah. Here are some key points. Symbol of opposition to truth. Jannes and Jambres are cited as examples of those who actively resist God's purposes and mislead others. Jehovah's Witnesses use their example to highlight the traits of individuals who resist divine truth, often driven by pride, arrogance, or corrupt motives. This aligns with 2 Timothy chapter 3 verses 1 to 9, where Paul warns about people exhibiting godlessness in the last days. Jannes and Jambres symbolize the kind of individuals who use deceit and trickery to oppose the truth. Counterfeit power versus true power. The magician's ability to replicate some of Moses and Aaron's signs illustrates Satan's capacity to perform deceptive works. However, these counterfeit acts pale in comparison to Jehovah's true power, as demonstrated by Aaron's staff swallowing their serpents. This account serves as a reminder to Jehovah's Witnesses that Satan often uses imitation to mislead people, but such efforts cannot stand against Jehovah's sovereignty. Warning against pride and rebellion. Like Jannes and Jambres, those who rely on human wisdom and oppose Jehovah's servants are ultimately shown to be powerless. Witnesses use this story to caution against resisting divine instruction or aligning with those who mock or reject Jehovah's authority. Encouragement to trust in Jehovah. Jehovah's Witnesses view the outcome of the confrontation with Jannes and Jambres as proof that Jehovah always supports his faithful servants. Moses and Aaron were vindicated, and Pharaoh's magicians could not prevent Jehovah's will from being accomplished. Witnesses are encouraged to remain steadfast, even when opposed by individuals who seem powerful or convincing. Historical and cultural background. Jannes and Jambres are not extensively discussed in canonical scripture but appear in extra-biblical Jewish writings. For example, some Jewish traditions hold that these magicians were among the mixed multitude that left Egypt with the Israelites but later instigated rebellion, such as the Golden Calf incident. The apocryphal book of Jannes and Jambres, referenced in ancient texts but now largely lost, elaborated on their deeds in opposition to Moses. While Jehovah's Witnesses do not consider such writings inspired, they acknowledge their historical value in understanding how early Christians viewed these figures. Modern application by Jehovah's Witnesses. The example of Jannes and Jambres is often used in witness teachings to illustrate the dangers of apostasy, false teaching, and rebellion against Jehovah. Witnesses are urged to identify and avoid individuals who resist the truth or promote teachings contrary to the Bible. Maintain a firm grasp on Jehovah's teachings as outlined in the scriptures and reinforced through the faithful and discreet slave class, governing body. Recognize that Jehovah's power will always triumph over deception, and any opposition to his purposes will ultimately be futile. In summary, Jannes is remembered as an opposer of Moses and, by extension, of Jehovah's sovereignty. His actions and eventual failure serve as a cautionary tale for Jehovah's Witnesses to stay vigilant against falsehoods, trust in Jehovah's guidance, and remain steadfast in their faith. Please share and like and please subscribe.